In Tifton recently, the University of Georgia held their annual Ag Forecast, a time where economists discussed the fiscal outlook for different sectors of the ag industry for the year. One of the biggest highlights of the event was getting to hear from Jeffrey Dorfman, a professor of economics at UGA and the state's fiscal economist, who gave an update on the state's agricultural economy. His message this year: 2022 is going to be a tough one.
Commodity prices are reasonably strong. They're certainly not low. Now, they're not all super high, but they're solid. They're in good enough shape that I think most farmers can break even this year. It's going to be a tough 2022 probably, but I think farmers have the financial resources to get through that. And so if they can just sort of survive and kind of break even in 2022, 2023 will probably be a better year.
According to Dorfman, the biggest challenge for this year will be the cost of production thanks to input costs. For instance, diesel has risen 35%, pallets 32%, and fertilizer 85 to 125%. And unfortunately, no one knows when or if those prices will come back down.
Producers' big issue right now is input costs, which are just super high, have gone up a lot in the last 12 months, and they're hoping those stabilize or come down. The biggest thing driving input costs right now is just the cost of petroleum products. So gas is up, and gas being up means fertilizer is up, it means plastic is up. Just a whole lot of the inputs we use in agriculture, chemicals, they all come from petroleum or use a lot of petroleum in getting them made. And so that's kind of forced most input costs up, and then just supply chain issues and the cost of transportation. And again, why is transportation high? Because the gas or diesel you put in the trucks is expensive. I don't think they're going to continue to go up. So I think the question is, are they going to stay where they are, or are they going to come back down? Some of them will surely come back down as things normalize. But with energy prices, you just can't predict energy prices. I mean, whatever the price is right now is the best prediction of the future.
However, there is some good news. According to Dorfman, farmers and producers that rely on exports should be in good shape this year, as export costs have declined and Georgia's ports are freed up.
Georgia ports have no backlog, so we can get our products out of the Georgia ports. Second, container prices are starting to come down some. So if you rely on exports of your commodities, that transport to those foreign markets is getting more affordable, and that should help boost our sales. So I think if you're an export-oriented farmer, you're the ones I have some good news for.
At the end of the day, though, it all comes down to being able to meet your bottom line, which is why Dorfman suggests really making an effort to track money in and out to be sure you're on the right track.
I think the most important thing in 2022 is to track your cost of production. You need to keep track of the price you're paying for inputs, how much of those inputs you're using. Prices are so unusual right now that the sort of old rules of thumb you used for pricing when you went to sell your products won't work. You need a computer or pencil and paper and keep track of what it's actually costing you to grow those commodities, so you're sure when you sell them you're at least breaking even or hopefully making a profit.
Reporting in Tifton for the Farm Monitor, I'm John Holcomb.